Hello and welcome everyone. This is Imran Siraj and we are talking about the material subject of mechanical BTech Mechanical 4th Sem, and right now we are into the third unit of bending equation and derivation of bending equation. Earlier we have studied the basis of bending equation, the bending moment and shear equation diagram, bending moment and shear force diagram, and then how bending stresses are varied and what is the distribution among all types of beams we have studied. Right now we will be discussing about bending equation because last time we were talking about bending equation. So first part of the bending equation we could establish relationship between first part, but we could not do for the later part because time was out. So as we discussed, this is the neutral axis NA, and this is we have a strip PQ that lies on the neutral axis. Then we have RS that is slightly above at a distance of y from the neutral axis, and this will RS will be contracting since the upper part is contracted and lower part is expanded. So this we can say P dash Q dash will be equal to PQ. Of course, it will be equal, but the shape will be slightly changed because earlier it was straight line. Now it will become a slight curve, whereas R dash S dash will have a definitely undergo a big change because RS is will be a straight line and R dash S dash will be uh, contracted line, contracted curve. So this way we could have established the first part, and that was after substituting these value we could conclude that sigma by E equals y by r, and hence sigma by y is equal to E by r. This part of the bending equation we have already concluded, and we could establish relationship between sigma E, y and r. Now we are coming to the latter part. So at that moment I told that we have uh, force is nothing but product of stress multiplied by area, because stress is nothing but force divided by per unit area. So this way you can say normal force is E by R. This is sigma, value of sigma E by R into Y. So we are placing the value of sigma into Y, sigma into area, sigma is stress into area delta A. So E by R into Y multiplied by delta A. This is the force that is acting normally on the this face. So now this will become now we have to take the moment. So what we'll do, we'll again multiply it by y, because y is the distance. We know moment is force multiplied by perpendicular distance. So force we have E by R y delta I, and then again multiplying by y, we'll be getting E by R y square delta I. So this is the moment of force that is resisting. So this way we can say that E by R sigma y square into delta I, because y square will vary from this point to this point, and this is the extreme point. So because strips, we have taken a small strip that is y distance away from the neutral axis, but if we in generally calculate, we have to sum up all the strips that lies from the neutral axis till the extreme part. So this way we'll have to integrate. So y square is the distance about which the moment of inertia, about which the moment of force is varying. So this way we have to integrate y square. So integrating, we will be finding E by R sigma y square delta I. E by R will be same sigma y square delta is second moment of area of this strip, because delta A into y is first moment of area, and then if we take again, then delta S y square will be second moment of area, second moment of area, or second moment or the moment of inertia. So this is I NA about neutral axis. So we can replace sigma y square A, sigma y square delta A by I. So this way we'll be finding M equals E by R into I. So right now we can say M equals E by R into Y. So substituting this value in the first equation, we'll be finding E by R is equal to sigma by Y. So this is the final results final result m by I equals sigma by y equals c by r. This is known as bending equation, and this is very important equation as far as bending stresses and calculation of bending stresses along moment of inertia is concerned. So this is a bending equation that establish relationship between bending stress and moment of inertia. Also, we have E Young's modulus of elasticity. R is the radius of curve, sigma is stress, and y is the distance of the neutral distance of the axis, distance of the strip that we have to consider. So the above equation is known as bending equation, and this is very important equation. So we have to be very careful. M by I equals sigma by y equals c by r. We must memorize this equation so that we find any problem, we will be applying this equation and we'll be finding results. So now we have to find the position of neutral axis. Neutral axis must lie in the center, but sometimes it is shifted. So when it is shifted, so because sometimes the forces lower and upper portion are not equal, so this way the neutral axis is slightly moved, and this way we will find this neutral axis, position of neutral axis. So neutral axis we are having delta A is equal to 0 because neutral axis does not undergo any changes. So this way we will be finding resultant force F is equal to 0. So this way we can say as the neutral axis or neutral layer passes through the center of area. Center of area means the whole area we have to consider about which. So this way we can find section modulus is also there. Section modulus we know, m by I we know is the bending equation. M by I equals sigma by y. We have sigma equals my by I, and I by y is m by z is known as section modulus. M by z is known as stress, and section modulus is z. So what we can do, sigma by, look here, m by I equals sigma by y. So we find the value of stress. Stress will be m into y by I, m into y by I, or we can place m by I by y. So this way I by y, moment of inertia multiplied by divided by distance of the strip will be section modulus, will be representing section modulus. So this is known as z. So it can be said that m by z, sigma equals m by z, is the stress with moment of inertia or moment of force with section modulus. So these can be, this is very important equation. Also section modulus is telling between bending stress and section modulus this relationship. At the same time, moment of second moment of inertia, second moment of area or moment of inertia is also involved. So this was the value of section modulus. This we can find. We just discussed I by y or section modulus I by y max. Then we know moment of inertia or second moment of area is BD cube by 12. Substituting this value by BD cube by 12, and this way y max will be d by 2. So substituting this value, will be finding section modulus as z equals BD square by 6. Substituting this value, we'll be having then moment of distance sigma into z. As we know, sigma is nothing but m by z. M is moment of force or moment of area divided by section modulus. So substituting this value, we'll be finding moment of distance m. So this is the section modulus. This is the bridge, Colorado River Bridge. So this was the bending equation that we have tried. So I hope it's clear. So we'll take examples on how to apply bending stresses and on how to apply this bending stress for finding double integration method of bending stresses. So this is known as bending equation. So this is applied for finding for evaluating double integration method. So I hope everything is clear. If still you face any problem, you may get in touch with me at my phone number 9069360400. So for the time being, I am signing off. I'll be discussing double integration method in my next lecture, and with more solved examples, and then we'll be coming to that. Okay, bye, see you.